Hi guys, Hunter here. So today I'm bringing you a versus video, and it's a versus between the HW100 carbine in 177 and the FX Impact Mark II in 177. I own both guns and I'm familiar with both, and I'll be shooting both, and that's the way we're going to make this little competition fair and comparison. There is a 50-yard target competition at the end of the video. I'm shooting both times, so which makes it fair. If we'll go through some specs first and through some advantages and disadvantages, and then more importantly, I want you to let me know what you think in the comments, guys. Like I said, let's pretend for a second that money is no issue, and even though they're about 800-900 new and this were a grand second hand, if you're going into a shop and you want to buy one of these guns, and you're stuck between the two, after giving you this information and seeing the target work, I'd like to know which one you'd buy all day long, which one you want your go-to rifle, and which one you prefer. So we'll start off with some weights. So the HW100 carbine is 3.1 kilo unscoped, and the FX Impact Mark II is 3.2 kilos unscoped. Although in the hand the FX feels lighter than the HW100 unscoped. I've weighed them both, so I know this is the weights are correct effectively. So yeah, slightly lighter, slightly heavier, but this one feels lighter in the hand, the Impact. Now, shot count can be an important thing, can't it? Especially if pest control, you don't want to be having to lug a bottle around or going back to your car to fill up and moving out of position. So in the HW100, you'll get 100 shots, but I say that, but it's 100 shots, say, for plinking or maybe even possibly target work. I think realistically, they're 14 shot magazines, right? So realistically, I'd say when I'm out pest controlling, I get 3.5 magazines before I need to refill this gun. It's a 200 bar fill, and that's what you get. So I'd say 45 realistic, reliable shots where you know you're going to hit your mark. Then moving over to the Impact, it is the compact version, so it's only a 300cc bottle, but it's a 250 bar fill. And out of this, I'd say reliable shots, you get 150 shots every day of the week, no matter what the weather. It does have a bigger shot count. On this, you have a magazine that's a 36 shot magazine. So yeah, you do get the bigger magazine. It's 36 shots, so you're not having to change magazines as often, but they're like a big digestive basically, and they're a little bit rattly. And I'd have to say the magazine, in terms of simplicity and reliability, I like the HW100. I like the simplicity of it. I know it's only a 14 shot mag, but they're nice and tight in there. It's very easy to put in. Whereas when you're loading the magazine for the FX, yes, you get the 36 shots, but it's a bit of a faff and they're a bit rattly in there. And sometimes I worry that even though they're a bit rattly within the magazine, do they index properly when you're putting them in? Because sometimes you can be tilted, which means the pellet's tilted back, because I've got a bit of movement in there. So, I mean, that's for you guys to decide, but that's the magazines. In terms of reliability, well, I've given the HW100 effectively a 10 out of 10 for reliability. I've owned this gun 2 years, and I had to change the O-ring on the fill valve nipple once in 2 years. It had one little leak, but I still think 2 years reliability, it never goes wrong. I think that's 10 out of 10 all day long. The FX Impact Mark II, now I hadn't owned that as long, but when I bought it, as you know from my previous video, I had to put a new regulator in. And judging by everything I've read online and what people have to say in my comments on my YouTube videos, that they're probably an infamous gun for leaks. They're supposed to have lots of O-rings, lots of leaks. I haven't had that yet, but lots of leaks. So I'd have to go 7 out of 10 for reliability in terms of maintenance and being able to take it wherever you want and just perform every single time. So I'm going to say 7 out of 10 for that, for the FX. Maybe needed a bit more time with it, but I'm just going off what people have read. So these are standard silencers that come with the gun, and the HW100 is quite a bit louder than the FX. That could be an issue if you're pest controlling. So, you know, if you've got a flock of birds and, you know, crows, jackdaws, pigeons, whatever, it is definitively quieter is the FX, and that could scare off a lot of your quarry for, you know, a period of time before they come back down and feel comfortable. So louder, quieter for the FX. The trigger, now they're both adjustable and both 2-stage triggers. Out the box, HW100 trigger is better for me. It's just lovely. The 2-stage is lovely. Obviously I got this second hand, so I've had to adjust the trigger a little bit. I've got it where I want it on the FX, but I still don't think it's quite as nice, the 2-stage, as it is on the HW100. This may differ for different people. Now, the looks are subjective out there. I like both a classic looking rifle and a tactical. Not everybody likes a tactical, not everybody likes the classic look. It's for you guys to decide. So they are subjective. So, I mean, there's not loads more to say about these rifles. They're both good rifles. I like them both. I don't think I could, I certainly couldn't live. I haven't had the FX long enough to know whether I could live without it, but I know for a fact I couldn't live without the HW100. But if money's not an issue and you're walking into a shop and you're going to buy either one, let me know which one you choose, especially after seeing the accuracy test, which is coming up next. And I think you're going to enjoy that. I was out this morning with it first thing, and it was about 1 degree, so it was cold, but I was in a caravan with a heater going, so I was nice and warm, so there's no shake from me. But let's see how they both perform, and let me know in the comments which rifle you prefer, which one you'd buy, and which one's your go-to gun. Take care, guys.